Hey guys, it's time for the question of the week. Before I get into that, don't be put off. It is I. I am just in a different room. That's why this all looks different. Um, so don't let that throw you. But today's question comes from someone from one of my Instagram followers, and it's a good question. It's one that, quite honestly, I've been putting off addressing. I know many people have this question and have had this question, and it's a perfectly legit question, understandable. Um, it is, is it ever okay to initiate contact with the twin flame? Why I was like trying to avoid addressing this in a video for everyone is that because I know how the fear-based push energy works. It works the same for everyone in this regard, in that it is chomping at the bit to have contact with the twin flame. It's its drug of choice. Of course, it wants it. It'll get it, try to get at it any way it can. And I know that for many people watching this video, the fear-based push energy is going to use this video as a license to just go all out and contact the twin flame and convince yourself that what I say in this video applies to you and you're there and you're good and you're great and you're ready to do it, right? That is not the case. I can tell you right now that even the people, it takes far beyond even after my students complete my Magnetize Your Twin Flame coaching program for them to even get to the point where it is okay for them to initiate contact with the twin flame. I want to clarify, okay. Okay does not, it's not that there's any right or wrong. That's not what this journey is about. That's all fear-based. It's not like something's okay and not okay. It's just that, how and when is the appropriate time so that it will help you to continue balancing and continue along your journey, because that is the only reason you need to have physical contact with your twin flame at this point, is to help you further balance your fear-based push energy and then advance along your journey. And there's times for that. And the best times for that, you're in the ideal space to do that when your soul magnetizes your twin flame in physically. Because your soul only magnetizes your twin flame in physically to help you balance more. And when you are at a point of balance where you simply need your twin flame to help you balance more, right? If you feel balanced or whatever, you feel great or whatever, and your twin flame hasn't been magnetized in yet, it's just one of two things, it's delay. The delay from, how you're doing within to what's materializing without. There's always a delay as it filters down to the physical 3D world. Or you really aren't as balanced as you think, and there's more balancing you can do on your own just through, watching your thoughts and all that other kind of stuff, that you don't need your twin flame to be magnetized in at this point to help you balance more. Okay, that's the only two reasons. Having said that, yes, there is a time when you can initiate contact with your twin flame, and it's further on down the road and even when you first magnetize them, and it's way further on down the road. And it happens when you have no fear-based push energy there. You don't want to have any fear-based push energy present in your actions or your words or your thoughts or anything like that when you are interacting with your twin flame. That's like the number one thing that you do not want to have happen at all ever on this journey, okay, is your fear-based push energy being there in your interaction with your twin flame. So that's why you get to a point of balance on your own, and then that's when your soul magnetizes in your twin flame to help you then balance more. Because when you magnetize in your twin flame and you interact with your twin flame, you're going to, obviously your fear-based energy is going to come in with different thoughts and whatever, and that's perfect. That's what it's created to do, and that's how you balance more. You then balance your fear-based energy out and whatever those thoughts are or whatever, right? Your twin flame comes in the physical form to show you the more like shadow denied parts of yourself that you still need to balance. Those parts are your fear-based energy. Your fear-based energy wouldn't react or come up or, you know, or like provide thoughts in your head or anything like that if it wasn't for your twin flame coming in or having had come in so far, right? I mean, that's how we even know about our fear-based energy. That is the twin flame's role in this whole thing. The twin flame does have a purpose, does have a role here. Your job is to know this. Your role is to know this. Your role is to do the work and the balancing work. And it only takes one of you to do it for both twin flames. That's your role as the push. The pull has a role. They don't consciously know what their role is usually, and that's fine. That's perfect. They don't have to. All they need to do is be magnetized in, and then you do the rest, because your push energy then rises up and shows you what else of it you need to balance. So having said that, your soul will magnetize your twin flame in divine perfect timing. So you never have to do anything. You never have to initiate contact. You don't have to do that. However, once you have done that multiple times, you've interacted with your twin flame multiple times, you've balanced multiple times, and you're feeling pretty good, and you know, you're there. I mean, you know, you don't have your push fear-based energy there when you're interacting with your twin flame anymore. You're just pretty much balanced. Then, of course, you can initiate contact with your twin flame, just like you would with any other friend or person, right? You're not going to stalk them. You're not going to be all obsessive because your fear-based push energy isn't there. You're not going to yell at them. You're not going to, you know, go off on them about shit they did in the past or you want them to do or anything like that. That's all fear-based energy. That's not going to be there. You're not going to be questioning them, like, where have you been? You know, why haven't you called? None of that. That's all fear-based push energy. So none of that kind of stuff can be there. It can't be present in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions. And when it's not present, it's fine. You can say, do, think, feel anything you want, and it won't even matter. Because remember, like I always said, whatever you say, think, feel, do is irrelevant. Or whatever you don't say, feel, think, do is irrelevant as well. Same thing with your twin flame. Whatever he or she says, thinks, feels, does is irrelevant, or doesn't say, think, feel, or do is also irrelevant. Remember, it's only the energy, the push fear-based energy that matters here. And once you have it balanced, when you're interacting with your twin flame, balance means it's taken out of, it's separated from, it's pulled back, it's no longer entwined in your thoughts, in your actions, in your words, in your feelings. The fear-based energy is no longer there. And so, yes, then of course you can interact with your twin flame. You can say anything you want. You can do whatever you want. I mean, really, it's the energy behind it that matters. And when you don't have the push fear-based energy within any of your physical interactions with your twin flame, then you're just going to be balanced. You're going to feel meh around your twin flame, and then your twin flame's automatically going to feel that way too. You get into this almost energetic space of like a bubble, where your twin flame, I mean, they don't per se know exactly why or what's going on. I mean, you know more than they do, right? Because you're doing this work. However, they feel it. It's like this almost, like people always say to me, you know, they get concerned that, well, if we're meh or whatever, then, and there's not like really that strong like sexual like game or, you know, or sexual feeling or anything like that, rip your clothes off type, you know, fear-based physical type sexual energy there, then, you know, will my twin flame even want to be with me anymore? You know, will I even want to be with them? But it gets replaced, that kind of stuff gets replaced with this feeling of just like, I want to say like home, like just like this is it, like it clicks. And it does for you and for your twin flame both. So your twin flame gets into this feeling with you that they can't ever experience with anything or anyone else. And they feel that, they know that. I mean, it's a known thing. Like they feel like they're at home finally too. And it's more beautiful than any kind of fear-based feeling or whatever you can possibly ever equate it to or try to equate it to. So to answer the question, yes, there is a time further on down the road when it's okay to initiate contact with your twin flame. It comes from after many interactions with your twin flame, after you've already been aligning and balancing, and when you'll know when you're finally like, there's no fear-based energy there. And you can just, you know, interact with your twin flame like any other person. And, you know, this, without that strong emotion and any of that, like, you know, the analyzing what they're saying or worrying about what you're saying or trying to be witty or funny or flirty. I mean, all of that is fear-based energy. So you're just real, you're just yourself. And it's kind of like you're just there. maybe your fear-based energy might think that sounds boring, but you know, it's not boring. It's beautiful, awesome, perfect you. And it is your twin flame. And your twin flame resonates with that 100% and doesn't resonate with anyone or anything else in the entire history of the cosmos 100% like that. And it's felt, it's a feeling. And I mean, a deep knowing feeling. And so it's perfect and it's beautiful. So this is not a license, like I said, for you all to run out and your fear-based energy is going to be telling you, oh, I feel like that, I'm balanced, I'm great, I'm going to hit my twin flame right now. And, you know, you find them like, you know, whatever, out on a date with someone else or hooking up with someone else, and then you're all like, freak out, and no, that's all your fear-based energy. Or you're expecting them, you know, you hit them up and then you're expecting them to like get right back to you, and they don't, because, you know, your fear-based energy is there. They can't if your fear-based energy is present, right? So really take your time. This is not a race. There actually is no end game. I mean, your fear-based energy thinks the end game is being with your twin flame in a relationship or whatever, but it's not. You don't want to have your fear-based energy looking at using balance, being balanced as, you know, just a way to like an excuse to be able to be with your twin flame, right? Because that's still focusing on the twin flame. That's not doing this with the proper intention, which is to feel amazing, to get to that magical place of balance and meh for yourself. So yeah, I just that's the answer. It's not as straightforward yes no, but it's a yes, but further on down the line of many times in interactions where you truly are balanced after every single interaction, and you're no longer, you know, feeding your lion or get caught up, even worse, in a lion or fear-based energy feed. So thank you so much for this question. I will answer all questions, so please keep sending me your questions. If you have any questions to me to answer in any upcoming future videos, I will be happy to do that. I will get to them, I promise. And also, I just want to remind you that we do have still half the spaces available still for my Magnetize Your Twin Flame coaching program starting 1 week from today. If you are interested in that, it is the way that we can get you to balance, where you can understand what that actually is, and we actually get full support and guidance in doing that. We have you feeling better, getting out of your obsessive thoughts in your mind, using your energy, your soul energy, to shift closer into alignment with your soul, therefore your twin flame, and then also balance out your fear-based push energy, which also balances out your twin flame's fear-based pull energy. And then your soul can magnetize your two physical bodies together. And once that happens, then you can begin the real work of, with every interaction after that with your twin flame, you balance your fear-based push energy more and more and more. And then eventually you can get to this point where then you can initiate contact with your twin flame and just, you know, like with any other person, interact with them like any other person without the fear-based push energy present. And you know, the rest is, you know, up to your journey and your soul. So if you're interested, definitely get on it, because like I said, we've already filled up half the spaces already. And there's only 1 more week left before it starts next Friday on October 4th. And I do want to say also, I make an announcement that, I mean, there are many of you I know who have been trying to book the clarity consultations and there weren't available spaces. We have opened up many more spaces. So hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. And I do apologize, just that we've been inundated. We always are when we open up more spaces for this. So it is a very, very popular program for good reason. It's 100% successful, no fail. You cannot fail at it. It's divine truth. So long as you apply it. And so, yeah, we don't do it for you. We can't do it for you. We can't get into your soul and all of that, or your mind, or, you know, tell you we can't do it for you. But you apply it, it's no fail. It's divine truth. It must work. So I'll put the link to schedule a clarity consultation to see if you're a good fit for the program. you know, above or in the comments of this video or whatever, somewhere along here. And yeah, definitely schedule a clarity consultation if that interests you at all, and if we could be of any help. And have a great weekend, guys. Like I said, please keep submitting your questions as well. I will get to them and answer them in a video soon. I totally promise. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great weekend and lots of love.